Oh my gosh. Another wasted 49ers Super Bowl team. I want every 49er fan to go right now and flood Trey Lance's page full of apologies. For anybody who thought that Trey Lance wasn't capable of getting us to 3-3 this year was a fool. This is why they put Trey Lance in. We've seen what Jimmy can offer us. If the defense don't play out of their mind and create turnovers and what have you, if the running game don't get 200 plus yards, we're in trouble with Jimmy. Every team is going to have that game where you got to get into a shootout or it's a high scoring game. In every one of those types of games, Jimmy will lose. See, this is what y'all do. Y'all get too hype every time Jimmy look good against a trash team, against an inferior team. He beat the Panthers and scored 30 plus points against the Panthers. And guess what? The defense played out of their mind. All he had to do was not lose the game. Jimmy Garoppolo is an upgraded version of Trent Dilfer. Straight up. And I can't even give him that. Because Trent ain't going to turn the ball over. Trent ain't going to turn the ball over at the worst possible time. Count on Jimmy Garoppolo to turn the ball over at the worst possible time. Trey Lance is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Trey Lance could have had us at 3-3 right now. Jimmy Garoppolo can't throw the ball over 15 yards. He cannot. He cannot. I'm tired of our offense is so pedestrian with Jimmy Garoppolo at the helm, man. So pedestrian, man. All you see all day is screen passes, throws to the flats. Then you might have a couple of good throws to Jennings. Couple of good slants to Jennings. Couple of good slants to IU. Then of course you got your one good pass to Debo where he taking it to the house or where he getting 20 yards worth of yak. He has some of the most padded stats in football history. He got those Russell Westbrook type stats. Take away our receivers and running backs' yards after catch. And his numbers look pathetic. His numbers look pathetic. Like, I'm sick of him. He won a couple of games that he didn't even win. The defense won those games. I think that the media is really against Trey Lance. They don't want to see him as the QB. They would have torched Trey Lance for this. They would have torched him. Trey Lance ain't even allowed to lose a game. He's not. And what the heck? Why in the hell do we got Tevin Coleman? Why? Where's Marlon Mack? Why the hell do we got Tevin Coleman? He has the slowest first couple of steps in football history. Trash. He might as well change over to receiver. Because he's a trash running back. Like, he's the same guy from a few years ago. Well, you think he got better? He does not shore up the running back spot at all. What's the point of having him at running back if he cannot do running back things? Because he can catch out of the backfield. Well, put him at receiver. And why did we draft a speedy receiver in Gray if Jimmy is never going to attempt a long ball, a deep ball all game? And when he do attempt a deep ball, he's overthrowing people. He overthrows people unlike any QB I've ever seen. And they claim he's so accurate. He's not that accurate, honestly. He's really not. They are really souping Jimmy Garoppolo up in the media, man. They really are. He's not that accurate. Take away his passes in the flats, his check down passes. Take away those little 5-yard plays where Debo and Ayuk and Kittle, get a lot of yak. Take that away. And you have nothing. He is not the guy. He makes Kyle Shanahan's offense look so average because of the things he cannot do, man. Really? I would rather have Nick Foles than Jimmy Garoppolo. Why do we have receivers with burners that can get open if we got a QB that can't get them the ball down the field? All they have to do is run a zone on us. We're done. The safety's back there getting bored because they know they're not going downfield, man. That man is wasting these Super Bowl teams and these Super Bowl defenses, man. You all keep saying, oh, he's a good quarterback. All he does is win. You're saying that because the defense is carrying us. The receivers that get yards after the catch is carrying us. Give us a subpar defense and see how good our team is. See if Jimmy could get us there with a subpar defense. You think if you were to put Jimmy Garoppolo on the last year Cincinnati Bengals that they would still be a Super Bowl team? They might be 500. He cannot move the needle for us. And Kyle Shanahan, really, honestly, he's the same. He mirrors Jimmy Garoppolo because he's average too. Everything has to go absolutely right for both of them to look good. Kyle Shanahan can't make adjustments. If we're down in the second half, we're done. He can't make adjustments. You stop the run, we're done. That's what y'all ain't understanding. Jimmy Garoppolo can't actually be a quarterback. I don't know when the last time I've seen him win a game when our run game was just getting crushed. I've never seen him win a game when our defense was just getting crushed. That's when you need your quarterback to be a quarterback, to be better than average. And then for Kyle Shanahan to blame the defense, how do you blame the defense when you never blame Jimmy Garoppolo when he's throwing these ill-advised picks? Somebody make it make sense, man. Jesus.